Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast Collection Videoarts channel. I will show you the X-Wing Fighter by Hot Wheels. This is part of the Star Wars Heroes and Villains Starships gift pack that is exclusive to Target stores. This is the X-Wing Fighter that has appeared in the, if I remember correctly, in the episodes 4, 5, 6, the Star Wars movies that features Luke Skywalker when he was part of the Rebel forces. This is the original color. It's detailed, painted on some parts, which it's very similar as it appears on the movies. The X-Wing Fighter is famous for having the X shape in the front because on how it was designed for the wings and the turrets. Looking at the top, it is similar to a letter T. Letter T because the wings forms the top part of the letter T and the center is the center part of the letter T. Let's take a look at the model. Here is the front of the X-Wing Fighter. It has 4 turrets, the guns on the edges of the wings. Going to the center is the body, which has some paint designs on top of the cockpit. That is the top window. There are 4 turbines, so the air can get inside as the ship goes forward. The back of the X-Wing Fighter does not have any paints, but there are casting details like the thrusters at the back in the center, 4 of them. Within the thrusters is a center grill or exhaust so that the ship can propel forward. Going to the edges are the back of the turrets or guns attached to the wings. The same on the other side. Here is the side of the X-Wing Fighter. It shows the paints, red stripes, from the bottom of the cockpit window towards the back of the nose of the ship. Some casting details are found on the side of the guns. There are some details under the wing, on the top wing, and on top of the bottom wing. The casting details continue at the back. There's a length difference on the top exhaust or thruster and the bottom thruster. This is the same on the other side. There are some paints in the body, red paints, stripes. The guns at the edges of the wings with some casting details. The same. There are some designs at the bottom of the top wing and the top of the bottom wing. Note that the guns are a bit bent. These are made with plastic and has been pressed inside the clamshell, deformed when it was packed in the package, so it's deformed like this, unlike the other set of guns. Some things to note here is the number of stripes in the body. There are only 2 red paint stripes, but on the other side, which is on the left side, there is another red paint just coming out of the back. That might be a paint error. Going to the top of the X-Wing Fighter, it has more paint designs and casting details. The paint designs are on the wings in red. There are some yellow paints on top which is going forward from the cockpit. Two-tone paints, black and blue, black for the windows and blue for the frame. The yellow paint going forward until the nose. There's a yellow paint in the turbine in the front on the left, but there's no paint on the right turbine. I'm not sure why. It might be a paint error. Like in the movie, there's a circle behind the cockpit, and that is for the droid. If this was Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter, this is supposed to be R2-D2. There are some casting details at the back, grill on the sides of the turbines with some lines to make it more futuristic. Here is the bottom. There are some paint designs on the wings, just like on top. Similar details at the bottom of the engine, turbine, grills with some line indentions. There are some more forms at the bottom of the base here, which is for design. There's no interior in this X-Wing fighter. It's just paint on the cockpit because it's this very small. So they went with the paint design as the cockpit for the effect. Okay, wings do not fold the way it was made. This is all metal. The body from here, the wings and the guns are made with plastic. You can display the X-Wing fighter just like in the beginning of the video. You can place it here. You can even make the X-Wing fighter stand because like this one, or I just discovered this like this because it can balance fairly well. Or you can use the flight stand that is included in the gift pack. It is identical with other flight stands. It has the protruding feet, a rounded part at the bottom, which is showing the Hot Wheels design. This one's clear. The whole flight stand is clear. Star Wars on the other side with the opaque connector on top. You can use the flight stand to connect the ship with it. You just find the connector at the bottom. Place the ship forward. The same with the flight stand like this. The feet should be forward. You find the socket. You place the connector at the bottom and press up until it clicks. You can now display the X-Wing fighter in flight mode, which is cool. Display it in other angles. And if you want to roleplay, you can use the ring part of the flight stand at the bottom. Place your finger and roleplay as if the X-Wing fighter is flying towards its mission. After playing, you can just place it in a stable surface and it's displayed as if it's flying. Or you can just remove the flight stand by pulling gently. I recommend that you hold the connector part on top, pull the ship out, wiggle, and the flight stand with the ship is free. This ends my video art on the X-Wing fighter by Hot Wheels. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.